These are the tea makers to multiply the mycorrhizal fungi and the bacteria. This one has been in there a little longer. That bag in there is full of compost and worm castings, and there's molasses put in there, and I even put some raw sugar in there and some seaweed powder in there, and all that foam is bacteria growing, mycorrhizals growing like crazy in there. It's the greatest gardening ploy that you could create. You put this tea in your garden. Now, both of these are that bag of nutrients in there. I made one 5-gallon container with it, and I put it back into the second container, and because that's so full of nutrients, so full of fungi and bacteria, that even though it's been used once, it's really activated, and it can be used again. And I'm even going to try it the third time and see what happens. Generally, I leave these for 24 hours, and they like to be at about 70, 75 degrees or higher. But this one now has been in for longer than 24 hours. And this one here hasn't been in for 24 hours, but I'm still getting some nice action out of that. So this is the system I have. Here's the tube with the bubbler for my aquarium operation here, and that's what's oxidating, bringing air and oxygen through the liquid to help the organisms grow. Now I can do 10 gallons every 24 hours, and that goes into the garden. I either pour it in or I spray it in, and that really works. That's the little unit that I bought on eBay for like $13 or something. It's cheap, very cheap. So this is not very expensive to make. It's easy peasy. If you're making this at home and you get it on your hands, wash your hands in the sink with soap. There's a lot of bacteria in there. It's good bacteria, but it's probably the same bacteria that's in your gut right now. But just to be cautious. All right, that's my story. That's my tea story.